Oh,
Oh, okay. Got to start over.
Okay.
You are.
My name is Josh Assor, and I'm the choreographer of Rainbow Stage's production of Mary Poppins.
Okay, and now, since I forgot to turn the record button on, I can sort of know what questions to ask.
Great.
Okay, you are actually a product. You said you went to Grant Park.
Yes.
Where did you go before Grant Park?
I was at the Rady Center.
Well, what?
Well, it was
Grey Academy.
Yeah, Grey Academy.
Oh,
Sorry.
did you? Oh, so and then you switched from Grey Academy to
Yeah,
Grant Park.
I was there until grade 8, and then I switched to Grant Park in grade 9.
I'll make the questions different than what I was asking because it's interesting. You've given me more information, and you were in the performing arts program at Grant
Yes.
Park. I can imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you graduated around what? Would have been about 97? No. later
Graduated
than-
high school.
Yeah, no, it would have been later than
It
that.
would have been 2006 I graduated.
So you're what? 35?
36.
Okay, same age as my son. And you were in 4 different Rainbow Stage productions.
Yes.
Which ones were they again?
I did Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan, Joseph, and Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Now, Joseph would have been one of the first ones, wouldn't it?
No, Joseph was actually the third. Beauty and the Beast was my first,
Oh.
and I was very young. I had only danced for about 6 months when I got that job.
Ah, okay. So when you were in performing arts at Grant Park, you knew all along this was going to be your career, is that it?
Not really. You know, after I finished high school, I was actually pretty set on going to architecture.
Oh.
But then I ended up getting this very difficult scholarship to train in LA. So I'd spent the summer training there, and there were some really wonderful mentors there that kind of guided me in the right way and said, you really should rethink this and go into a career in the
Okay,
arts.
but aside from Grant Park, you told me you took dance in a couple of different places here.
Yep.
Ken Peters.
Yeah, I trained at Ken Peters, and as well as, of course, at Grant Park during their theater program.
And the Edge. What was the Edge?
Yeah, so the Edge Performing Arts Center, it doesn't exist anymore, but it was a studio in Los Angeles that was a
Oh.
professional training space, and it was a fantastic place with amazing educators to train young dancers.
Yeah. Are you a singer, a dancer and a singer?
Yeah, we got to do it all in New York. That's
Yeah,
one of the differences
you do it
between
all?
New York and LA is
Okay.
you got to really be a triple threat in New York.
And you said you moved to New York 15 years ago?
Yeah, I moved to New York 15 years ago, just
So
under
you would have been
15.
just about turning 20 then?
Yeah, I think I just turned 21 after I got my job that took me into the U.S.
Yeah. And both your parents are still in Winnipeg?
Yep, they're both here.
Yeah. And you grew up in Garden City?
Yeah, grew up in Garden City, but we had to commute back and forth to the South End for school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you must have switched to Grey Academy just when it was opening. Is that right? It opened in 97.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah. Well, because I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't end up going into architecture.
No, I did not.
Have any regrets?
Not at all. I'm having a really good time in this industry, and it's been going very well, so I'm really loving it.
Okay. So tell me how you transitioned into becoming a choreographer.
You know, I started as a performer and was set on at least doing a solid 10 years in the industry just to make sure I could say I did it. But since day one, it's always been the goal to transition into choreography quite young. So yeah, I did that. My last job was the Newsies First National Tour, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this for as long as my body can hold off, and then we're going to switch over into choreography. So that's what we did, and it was 8 years ago that I made the jump into choreography, and it's been a really unique and fun journey.
Yeah. When you say Newsies, and I asked you before I turned on the record, wasn't Alex Frolinger in that too?
I don't think so.
Not in that? I thought she was. Unless it was bad. Anyway, I'm doing Jewish geography here. Okay, so you also mentioned that you've done quite a few Disney shows.
Yes.
Is that now both in Broadway or on Broadway?
So I've my New York Disney theatrical journey has been Mary Poppins First National Tour, Mary Poppins Broadway, and Disney's Newsies First National Tour. So those are the 3 shows I did, but all of them were quite long contracts. I did each show for over a year, some of them 2.5 years. So it was a long time with a single show. And then, of course, I've worked at Rainbow Stage doing Disney shows, or as a choreographer, I've set Disney shows all over North America. So that's been definitely a fun company to play with. They just create such vibrant worlds and such exciting art that it's really fun as a choreographer to play with.
So aside from being a performer at Rainbow Stage, you've also been a choreographer here?
This is my first time choreographing at Rainbow Stage, yeah.
Ah, Okay, so it's well, you're following in the footsteps of giants, including Ken Peters. Didn't he choreograph some of the shows?
Yeah, I think he did in his early years choreograph quite a bit here.
I think he did big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was a great mentor to me when I was growing up. He was one of the people that he was one of the Winnipeg people that really encouraged me to do this for a living, and was just a really great source of information and support.
As I recall, your forte was tap, wasn't it?
It started as tap, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've had to put tap shoes on until this show, so it's been good to.
Are you in the show too?
No, but I got to choreograph it, so we had
Oh.
to. Yeah, it was a lot of tap choreography in Mary Poppins.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And now, when you say this is the Disney version of the show, so of course there hasn't been another show. It's only been Disney, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they do that with a lot of the shows now.
Right.
But of course, I can imagine. Are the sets the Broadway sets, or the same ones from the Broadway touring show?
They're a little different. You know, they are on rainbow size, quite large. You know, it is hard to mimic a Broadway show's sets,
Yeah.
but yeah, we definitely have done a great job here with the scenic design.
Yeah. Has Mary Poppins played in Winnipeg? Do you know?
It has. It actually, I believe it debuted here at Rainbow Stage about 10 years ago. They had the first Mary Poppins here.
Oh, the Disney version too?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that would be the only version, since it was a Disney musical. And well, the songs are by Alan Sherman.
Alan Menken and Richard Sherman. I
Alan
think. Yeah.
Menken and Richard Sherman. Okay, I didn't do my research on that. That's
okay.
But and so this will run for 3 weeks, starting Thursday,
Yes.
August the 16th, the 15th.
Yes.
Okay. How have the ticket sales been so far?
I've been told they're going very well, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully, people come out and word of mouth gets out about how wonderful the production is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So following this, where do you go? Do you
I'll
know?
head back to New York after this. I'll be in Winnipeg in September to work on a company that is called the Reset Dance Retreat that I co-own with Oriel Marcus. And we have our retreat coming up in just a couple weeks, and then the next show I'm doing is in Connecticut. I'll be doing Fiddler on the Roof there as choreographer.
Oh, when you say Marcus, is that Ira Marcus's?
Yeah, that's Ira Marcus's daughter. We co-own a company together here in Winnipeg.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Gail?
Gail, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to put pictures in. You co-own a company
Yes,
here
yeah.
that does what?
It's a retreat for dancers, so it's in Clear Lake, and we take a bunch of dancers up there, and we get to train for 5 days in a unique setting.
How long have you been doing
This
this?
is our second year running.
Oh, that's interesting. When do you go?
We leave August 25th is the first day.
Where do you go, to Elkhorn?
It's in Riding Mountain on Clear Lake.
Okay, but Elkhorn is the big resort there. And,
It's the campsite is called Camp Wanna Come Back.
oh, want to come
Yeah.
back. No, we stayed when we were young. We stayed at a place called Camp Wasaga.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is closer to Onano.
Yes.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Mhm.
So, Josh, let's do a little. Your parents are Leslie and
Hananya.
Hananya.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and where did you go to school for your early years? Was it
Tamatora.
Tamatora?
Yeah.
On Matheson.
Yep.
Okay. Have you ever done any chazanas?
No.
You're religious. Well, if you played in a really Jewish musical, Fiddler on the Roof, you
Yeah,
can.
I've been lucky to do it twice now, Fiddler. So it's
What
been,
what part did you play? One of the.
No, I choreographed it.
Oh, you choreographed. Oh, the Broadway version.
The Broadway version.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic!
Bottle
so this
dance
is
and all.
this is old hat.
Yeah.
Can you make a good living as a choreographer?
You can. It's
Yeah.
a hard life. Like
Yeah.
as far as there's very little consistency, and you do
Yeah.
have to continuously reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a fun space to play in.
Yeah, and you said you've done the whole gig, the whole Geschichte. You've done the tour, the
Yeah.
cruise ships,
Yeah.
touring shows. Have you done the dinner theater circuit at all, or is
Not
that
dinner theaters. I do. You're not seeing as many of them anymore as you used to. But I do a lot of work in the theme park space as well, and cruise ships.
Mhm. So are you likely to be Winnipeg's next Bob Fosse?
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Well, okay, that's great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
And I won't say break a leg because you're not in the cast.